Okay, first off, I'm gonna do a slight disclaimer. From now on, my stuff is gonna be about cannabis and airsoft. Even though I'm getting a little older to be playing with toys, I think that airsoft is a great introductory way to teach your kids firearm safety with a touch of coolness added to it. When I grew up, all there was the old school hunting rifles. You know, I was in scouts and all that stuff, and I remember going to camp and shooting the 22s and stuff. And nowadays, everything is on the AR platform, which scares a lot of people. But I would get my kid a sweet semi legal looking AR style airsoft rifle and teach them proper gun safety, proper muzzle control, how to, clear and empty the weapon before, handing it to somebody else, and making sure that it's fully safe and that there's nothing obstructing the barrel. There's so much you could do, and it's a safer way to do it. So the real steel stuff, all it has seemed to do is bring up controversy, and there's enough people doing real steel. So you know what? I'm gonna do airsoft and weed because it's fun. And one of the first things I want to do before I start each session, just so I don't, cause anyone, well, so I don't write any rude comments. And take a quick bong hit, start it off. Alright, so this is going to be an airsoft video, and it's going to be a little bit of a tutorial slash learner, I don't know, kind of like what I'm doing with the cannabis, a beginner's thing. So right here we have a Glock replica from Tech. Tech is a brand, I believe it's Chinese, could be in Taiwan. They always say Taiwan because everyone knows that Taiwan has better stuff. But Tech, I've had Tech. They make a lot of replicas, and so the Glock replica by them had, it had come out years ago, and of course it looks cool. It has all the, I have to have one hand on the camera, but it has all the functionality of a regular Glock pistol, and it even has some of the trades on it. I mean, it doesn't have them in the right places, but I mean, this is a G17 replica, Gen 4. It does take down like a regular Glock. Hold on just a second. And so there it is. And then these type of pistols take what's called a green gas magazine. You have to fill this mag up with BBs. I know my hands look horrible. I've been working all weekend. But anyways, you fill the can from the bottom. You fill the magazine from the bottom with green gas. It's I believe, propane mixed with silicone to, kind of oil the inside parts of the gun. You can kind of treat a lot of these gas blowback guns kind of like regular guns when it comes to cleaning. Use silicone oil and only a little bit of it. You don't go crazy. Anyways, you fill your magazine with gas. You load it up with your airsoft pellets. And when I was younger, I thought airsoft was like, they were gonna be like plastic. They're really more like these little hard ceramic balls. When they break, you'll see what it's not. They're not like plastic and bouncy. They kind of hurt, but they're a lot better than getting hit with a bullet. So what's cool about this is that you can go and have some fun with your friends. Like one person said to me one day, it's like, going and playing hockey with your old buddies on Sunday, only we like to run around in the woods and shoot each other. You know, I know that sounds kind of messed up, but it's fun. And so, anyways, like, you know, of course, it's got all the realism. The gun is it's not in battery because there's no magazine in there. There's no pellets in there, but the gun has been cocked, and now it's decocked. I pulled the trigger. I don't have time right now to show exactly the shooting and everything, but I wanted to say this is the Tech version of the G17. It came out years ago because Glock did not want to give the airsoft community license to its branding, so no one was supposed to have any sort of Glock branding on there. So if you look, you know, there's no Glock insignia next to the 17, although the separate grips that it comes with do have the Glock symbol on them, which I find kind of funny. Finally, another brand of airsoft, Elite Force / Humorix / VFC / whatever. They got the license, and they're about $100 more than these. I was buying these things from China for about $90, and they work great for airsoft. Okay? And yes, you can be an adult and have fun with airsoft. I mean, look, I'm married. I'm pretty responsible. I go to work every day. I grow weed. I'm not a complete dork. And this stuff's kind of fun because with your real steel, you can only really shoot at the range or if you have a yard. With this, you can shoot in your house and practice. And you can do real steel drills with airsoft. I mean, the military does it. So, like, what I was saying is, I think, you know, it's a great thing to do if you have kids, if you want to get them into firearms. Start off safe with some airsoft, and then as they get older, move them over to the real steel. And, you know, there's so many places that do airsoft things. It might be a fun sport for your kid to get into. I used to think it was kind of a dorky thing until I shot a couple of them. When you see me, I'll fire some of these in a video where I can actually like set up the camera. I mean, they're fun as hell to shoot because the gas blowback action does give it the feel. So I will say the Tech version of the Glocks, I realized after getting one of the licensed ones, these are like just a tad bit off scale. A real Glock 17 is a bit thinner than that. Yeah, of course, if you were to pull this out on anybody, they would think it was a Glock, but I'm not an asshole or an idiot. I wouldn't do that. I wanted to show you real quick that it actually does fit into these Glock holsters real quick on this guy here. I'm sorry I can't show you that if I had the damn camera, but boom, it's in there. Let me see if I can do something like this. Hit the button. Out. Then I had this other style. They fit in these great. And this is like for a right-handed, right inside the waistband. And actually, this type of retention clip, the one that does not slide out for a cheapo holster, for inside the waistband righty, I would grab one of these, especially if you're just using it for airsoft. I mean, you can't go wrong. A couple bucks. So G17 by gas blowback pistol. I do have one of the Elite Force ones. They're pretty sick, yes. But like I said, not real steel. Airsoft. This is going to be all cannabis and airsoft from now on. Down here in the man cave, this is a 10-minute video. Nobody's going to watch this. It's going to be boring as hell for most people. But I'm just trying to say that's what it's going to be. And hopefully people are interested. Have a good day. I got to take some more bong hits.